Hello everyone, Sinkers here, and I'm kind of making this video for the Avia server. I'm Parton. Hello Avia People. Hello. This video is to explain what is involved in running Pony Island, how to run it, and the actual full speedrun of the Pony Island. And I'm gonna explain everything, how to run it, all the glitches, which I'm gonna use, and yeah. So, what is Pony Island? Pony Island is primarily a puzzle game with a spooky atmosphere, I guess. I don't know how to call it otherwise. So basically, a puzzle game with spooky atmosphere, cool Easter eggs, and sometimes action parts. And because we are speedrunning, we will see action parts like 40% of the time. And yeah, so what is involved in running this game? First of all, before we start to run this game, you need to do two things. First thing, clear save data. Why do we do that? After you've beaten the game for the first time, some characters in the game will react differently to you, and it will result in either more text, more dialogue, or less dialogue, which will impact the time of the speedrun. So basically think of it as Undertale after you try to do it second time. You can change your name, there will be more dialogue, Flower will say more stuff, Toriel will remember your preference, cinnamon in my case, but I like butterscotch too. Here it's sort of the same thing, not quite as complex as Undertale's, but kind of the same thing, so that's why we clear save data. Another thing, which is a speedrun leaderboard rule, is to set graphics quality to either medium or high. Not low, only medium or high. Not quite sure why this is a rule, like I'm completely not sure why this is a rule. But it's a rule, and we'll follow the rule, so here's graphic quality set to high. Alright. And yeah, the timer begins when I click new game, and the timer ends when the screen goes completely white at the end of the game. So the first section of the speedrun happens extremely quickly, and I will explain it before I get into it. So the first section is basically a menu. If you play the game normally, there will be three options: start game, options, and credits. If you click start game, you can click it, but it won't do anything. So we'll have to go into options, then click fix start menu, then the back button, which will be somewhere over here, will fall down. You'll need to put it back up, and then go into start game, but then there's another glitch, you cannot go and actually start the game. So you have to solve a mini puzzle. That will be an introduction to puzzles. We'll set it in a bit. And then you can start the game, then there will be a long loading process, another puzzle, and then you can start the game. So that's how it evolved if you play Pony Island normally. If you speedrun, you go into options immediately, go fix start menu, try to catch that back button. If you can't, then you wasted 2 seconds. Click the back button again, go to start, solve the puzzle immediately. There will be you will need just place a green arrow, which will be here in the slot, which approximately will be here. Then you will need to solve another puzzle, and then it will go into scroller section. As you can see on the left, the second split is scroller time. Alright. I explained the starting sequence. The starting sequence takes approximately 20-30 seconds. And then there will be a 30-second cutscene. So, I suppose let's start it. I'll start timer in 3, 2, 1. So here's the loading screen. The options menu will be somewhere right here. Cursor placement is very important in Pony Island. You need to memorize all cursor placements, and I messed up. There we go, I accidentally also clicked the free ticket. Okay, so in Pony Island, memorizing where the cursor is and where the button placements are is extremely important in running this. And also in puzzles, you need to know the... yeah, I messed up here. You need to know the optimal routes on how to approach the puzzles and know where exactly each block of the puzzle is, so you can minimize the travel time. Here's a small cutscene basically setting up the plot. It welcomes us to the Pony Islands in a bit. I'm gonna split once it says welcome to the Pony Island completely. Welcome to Pony Island. There we go. As you can see, I lost approximately 1.7 seconds because I did not catch the back button, which is sad. Like really sad. So now our first scroller part. This, you will see this a lot in the speedrun. Not like completely this basic, but there will be a bit of scroller sections in this speedrun. There will be 2 stages right now. I finished the first stage. After each stage there will be a continue button, except the second part, which we'll get into later. So now what you need to do is just basically jump over these things, and you're good. After this section there will be a puzzle, and then the most boring part of the speedrun. Well, second most boring, I guess. So now here there will be a small puzzle, right here. Oh, you messed up. There we go. We will need to close the windows here. Perfect. And most boring part of speedrun. Let's go. So here is basically a plot setup. There will be a lot of dialogue between us and Hopeless Soul, and then there will also be Lucifer down here. It's basically a plot setup, explaining what the code's going on, explain what you need to do, basically destroy 3 core files to set your soul free. Then Lucifer will join, commenting on how we escaped the Pony Island. Yeah. Basically this part is a plot setup. All you need to do here is just mash enter, except the first part where he asks for your name, you just need to say A or something like that. It just takes minutes short, doesn't matter what. So you just mash enter a bunch of times, and then call Prones some dialogue, and then we will go back to Pony Island. I'm positioning my cursors because otherwise it will move slowly towards the second. So now we will say yes master, you're mine now, say yes master, perfect, and then we will load in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Save this second there, I thought I wasted time. Okay, so now another a bit of a scroller and then the following set of menus. Basically we'll need to go into options, advanced menu options, and then we'll get our pony lasers, which we will use throughout the rest of the run. So right here he will make it impossible for us to pass. So here are the things. So we'll, instead of getting killed by these things, we're saving time by running into the gate. Go to options, click the advanced, on prototype, till useless. There are better options, pony salvations. There will be 3 puzzles right here, which we'll need to solve. Yep. Please click on it. Thank you. Oof, something is wrong with my mouse placement today. Okay, there will be another puzzle right here. Wow, I messed up. That's the X. So yeah, the trick here is to swap while these things in between. Red things will reset you to the start of the puzzle, which is something you don't want to. to deal with. So now I'm resetting the arrows. Perfect. Only lasers and clear everything here. And then the actual part of the speedrun itself. So this part, the way you minimize the time spent, is, as you can see, whenever I kill the enemy, the game kind of, not pauses, but kind of glitches. Which is completely intended to show how powerful the laser is. The game kind of glitches and freezes for a bit. Oh no, I messed that up. It's fine, I guess. The game will kind of freeze to show how powerful your laser actually is. So the way to minimize time waste is to kill as least enemies as possible to save time. So this means we need to hold the last enemy until the last second, until it actually attacks us. Sometimes it's safer to just not wait, like this time. Okay, perfect. Now, I hate circle patterns. This pattern is the worst. Okay, I'll just clear it. Please. Okay, good. Alright. So this is how you save time in like the run itself. This was quite subpar, to be honest. Okay, so now little cutscene. And we'll get to our first boss. Now, the first boss is completely skippable, and what you will see is that... Our chance, come on. Okay. So, here, if you play a game normally, we will need to solve 4 puzzles in order to get to this core file. But here, we can just go and skip it completely. And I messed up. Timing. Okay, now I did it. That was weird. I lost like 8 seconds there. Well, rip. So basically, you still can access the delete core file in the locked box. Like your cursor will go through the box, won't go into the box, but your cursor will still be there. That means you can still click on it, and then you can confirm it. Now this skip requires knowing the password for this guy, and it immediately completely skips the second act. And we're at our second boss. Okay, so this boss, what we need to do is first focus destroying mouth, so it will completely get rid of one of his attacks. Now, the way to time save here is to use your wings as little as possible. So that means it's kind of RNG, because yeah, this ground pound will require you to use your wings, which perfect, which wastes time. Oh, it actually was quite fast, Multiboob. Nice. Now here there will be delete core file, and I'm gonna delete our second core file. So now it moves our cursor downwards. However, our real cursor is still on the delete core file because I didn't move my mouse. So after this cutscene, the hopeless soul will attack Lucifer, and then it will immediately move my cursor to where my cursor previously was, and then I can immediately delete the core file. And this is the end of Act 2, believe it or not. There we go. Now move right here. Okay. And that's it. That's Act 2. It's basically like less than... Let me check. Yeah, it's like 30 seconds or something. Maybe a bit more. So yeah, this is the entirety of Act 2. And now we're going into Act 3. My least favorite part of the speedrun, which is basically like 15 minutes. Well, not 15, like 13. Let me see if I can time save here. Yes, perfect. My cursor was right on thing. So, this part is basically a tutorial to the things we already did before. The only difference is that mechanics from Act 1 with glitches do not apply here at all. So if you use your wings, it's completely fine. It's completely fine, it won't glitch your game. If you use your laser, which will be how Louis calls it, a gust of air, it won't glitch any of the enemies. And so right now it's basically just jump, jump, jump. Yeah, it's basically a very repetitive part of the thing. Now here, I messed it up. What I tried to do there is flagpole skip glitch. So basically when you hit the flagpole, there is a delay of approximately half a second, which you can completely skip by going into menu. Here are the butterflies. By going into menu and going back into the game. It saves like 250 seconds. It saves nearly half a second, which is useful, but if you mess it up, it doesn't save time. There we go. Now here we can use our wings. Louis will kind of berate us for not allowing him to explain it. If you die, I'm not sure what happens, never tried it. But it doesn't save time in the speedrun, so I'm just doing it this way. So yeah, it's kind of relaxing for now. I love the music, by the way. Like this game, it's a very short game. Like if you play it normally without speedrunning, it takes like 2 hours to complete the game, and then maybe like 4. If you do not look up tutorials, then it take like 6 or 8 hours to find all the tickets. If you look up tutorials, then it's like another 2 hours of collecting tickets and getting all the achievements. So yeah, this game is pretty short. Oh damn, we're losing time. Okay, here the butterfly will start moving. In a while, so we can pre-solve the puzzle before the butterfly actually starts doing anything. Here, the purple things are teleporters, like, and there is the new stuff. Oh wait, why did I do that? So now Louis forgot an important part of the puzzle, basically a split thing, which we'll need for the button placement. Yep. And that's it. If the puzzles are extremely easy once you like deal with them, like they're super easy once you know the answers, especially the wacky puzzles in a bit, which we'll get to. So yeah, you just need to know how to solve them. And oh, we're introduced to a new enemy called the bug butterflies, as I usually call them. So if you shoot them with your gust of air, they will glitch the game, and then you die, and you have to restart the scroller part, which wastes shit ton of time. Like, holy shit, it wastes a lot of time. So yeah, you do not want to hit them at all. You do not want to die either, because it wastes time. So you need to do each scroll part perfectly, which is doable. It's very rare when you mess up, but when you mess up, it's usually when you're either distracted or there was an impossible pattern of enemies, which happens occasionally. And it sucks. Well, what I mean by impossible pattern, in next scroller, not this part, but the next part, there will be a special enemy which if you do not kill it, you save time, but if you do kill it, you don't save time. Here he is. So basically, if you kill Jesus Christ, it will waste a bit of time, but if you don't kill him, please die, thank you. But if you don't kill him, you will save time and get a ticket. In 100% walkthrough you must not kill him, but in any percent you can kill him. But it will waste like 1.5 seconds. Now the problem with it is this: you can easily get an impossible pattern, which will reset you at the start, which is extremely not worth it because you'll lose more than you gain. And yeah, but if you want to like super optimize it, then yeah, go for it. Do not kill that guy. But it's... oh, I messed up. But it's usually not worth it. Now these puzzles are extremely easy. There we go. Yeah, I messed up for like a second and yeah. Okay, we're doing... not good, not bad, I shall say. Now we get our wings back, which lag the game, so we want to avoid using wings. This is why I jump like this and and do not abuse wings like I did last couple of scrollers. Now here is the trap. Here you don't want to kill Jesus Christ, because now it doesn't spawn enemies. So now you just wait until the end of the level, you do not kill this guy, it's all Gucci, and yeah. Now why name this player Jesus in the murder? Because we have Jesus and then we're gonna murder this guy as soon as these butterflies come off. You already beat the fun levels. There we go, kill this guy. Nope. Thank God. Huge time save. Now we quickly solve this puzzle, which is actually quite easy. And then the messenger part, which is shorter. Yeah. Okay, so the following part, after we're done with this part, the run is chill. The run is usually done completely. You don't need to sweat, like I did with the you know what part, the scroll part. So now we have 3 minigames which we need to complete, and then we're going into the third boss, and we'll see that. So here are 3 discarded pony islands, basically. So here, the first one is 3D Pony Island, basically Pony Island but in 3D, and it's extremely easy. You cannot mess this up. Like, I mean, you can, but it's hard. It's very hard. There we go. So yeah, this is it. This is quite funny, to be honest. However, spoiler alert, if you complete the game with 24 tickets, so like all the tickets, there will be a special boss where his last phase is actually this, but with lasers and enemies. So basically, you'll fight him in 3D, which is cool as hell. But as of right now, this is it. Kind of lame. Here are the jumps I absolutely hate, because they're short. Okay, perfect. We did with no issue. The next one is the Devil Island. After we're done with the Devil Island, it's chill. This run is basically chill as hell. You barely even need to time stuff. So Devil Island is basically the platformer as in Act 1, I mean, with the same mechanics with glitches, the wings cause glitches, and killing enemies cause glitches. So we use the same mechanics as in the first couple scrollers. Benefit of this, we have a smaller hitbox, which is, I mean, fine, I guess. Doesn't help much. After you're done with this part, it's chill. Like, it's really chill. Perfect. I will kill him, just in case. Kill those, cause I got to. Kill them because I'm nervous. Perfect. No issue so far. And Blackpool glitch. Now we can chill. Now we need to just do text-based one, which requires a bit of timing to time save, but that's it. Like after this, the run is basically done. You can crack a cold one with the boys, and yeah. Here you need to know what to type in. Basically, first you need to type in continue. Perfect. Option. Ah, rip. Now I need to pre-type options, but now we'll lose a bit of time. Options. There we go. Now we can use the shorter. It's basically reenactment of the first 20 seconds of the game. First minute or two of the game. Basically, we need to fix start menu and go back. Start. We can use shorter like words to actually progress through the menus, and if we time it right, we can do it before they appear. So now the following order is jump, jump, shoot, do nothing, jump, jump. So now, if you time it correctly, you can do it before, you can do it slightly faster. Mistimed it. But now an enemy approaches. There we go. This will be good. No, it wasn't. It's okay, it's like, it's minimal time save here. Go. There we go. Like, the timing is pretty easy here. No, I messed up the timing, but it's fine. It's like very minimal time save if it time saves at all. There we go. Now we're gonna go into our third boss. Perfect. So what does the third boss actually entails? The third boss is is Asmodeus. What he tries to do is to distract you, and he's playing a game with you. You need to answer all of his questions correctly. First of all, you need to answer all of his questions correctly. You must not alt-tab, you must not like look away, you cannot go into Steam overlay and stuff like that. So, and you need to answer all of his questions correctly. Questions never change, they're all in the same order, and there will be a couple tricks I'm gonna show you in this run. And this boss is so slow. Like, this boss is... you cannot skip him, which sucks. You need to listen to him. I mean, you need to... the only thing you need to remember is just the questions. Like, the order is Asmodeus, anything. You can type anything for the second question. There we go, Asmodeus. Then after that, yeah, you'll need to say Infernal, I think. Here we can just say anything. It's easier to just type one letter and press enter. There we go. Then you'll say Infernal, then you'll say Pony, and then you'll say... I actually forgot what you're gonna say. Oh, I think after that you'll need to type in Remember This, because it will appear on them. And then you'll need to type in 777, and then you'll need to perform a glitch. I will show it when we get there. So here you can just go pop a cold one. It will, Asmodeus will, as you saw before, will try to distract you with fake Steam messages. It will try to distract you with noises of things disconnecting. Now he will guilt trip you into the game. He tries to fool you what you said for the question and say something disgusting actually was sent to your friend. Like if you saw the messages, there was A, which is not the name of me, but the thing I said. Basically, he'll try to distract you to waste more time and make you get answers wrong. There we go. After that, the small text will appear under him. Remember this, as you can see. What is intended here, what we're looking at Pony, and we don't see the text, remember this. And then he'll ask what was written under him, and we're like, what? Answer something incoherent. What was written under me? Remember this was written. Just remember this. There we go. I am focused, yeah. Now, next test he'll ask you to type 666, but as you type it in, he'll ask actually type 777, and it might catch people off guard. So now here's the glitch. Right now, it will ask us to remember the sequence 2023 and type it in. When we try to type the last number, it will freeze the game and fake crash like in Windows. What we need to do is basically Alt-Tab, wait until you lose, and enter it. And we skipped it. Perfect. So now is basically the last part of the game. You can do basically anything now. So now there will be last 3 clicks of the game. 5 clicks, okay. Now he will let us destroy the last core file. Here's a cutscene. I wish he talked faster. Holy shit, I wish he talked faster. It takes like so long. And yeah, the run here is basically done for. Like, the run is done. Here there will be a small cutscene. We'll need to click the dump, I guess. Look, I click many options, so don't read them. Basically, it will say something along the lines, perform full system dump. And we'll need to click that, and then the ending will ensue. Now, the most unfun part of this entire thing, like the most unfun part, is that, how to say this? You cannot do anything to either speed up or slow down. Well, we're looking at speed up. You cannot do anything to speed up the final 5 or so minutes of the game. It basically goes at the set speed. So now commence full system dump. But this is a game and you want speed, right? So go and claim your victory. Come on. Initiate system dump. I think it said something like that. So now you cannot do anything at all. Nothing what you do now will impact the run. So you can basically just go grab a snack, go and like Go get a snack, because it will take like 5 minutes. I even can brew coffee in this time. And that's it. This is basically all you need to know about this, running this game. That's any percent. And there are 2 more categories though. Like, I will explain why. Let me quickly explain why hitting these things actually doesn't matter. If you look closely here, as soon as the glitch starts, the time here won't change at all. Like, it will still go on even after you're dead. Okay, for some reason my game lags right now, but it's fine, I guess. Alright, so there are 2 more categories to Pony Island. The another category is any percent, no major skips. Now, the major skip it implies is, as you saw, we went into a count of Hopeless Soul by knowing the password and immediately got to the second boss. Otherwise, you'll have to go into the guest account. You'll have to like go through levels, go through like the whole adventure mode. Then you'll get into Satan's. Satan's. Oh no, I'm missing out. In the guest, you will get access to the Satan's account, and with Satan's account you will go to Pony Island, and then you will get to the account to Hopeless Soul. So it adds like 20 or so minutes to the run. I mean, not 20, like 15 I guess. I didn't run the category before yet, because it's kind of boring. What is not boring is the 100% run, which is basically any major skips, but 5 or 7 minutes more because you... Why does my game lag? Excuse me? This is 2D game, you cannot lag. Alright. In 100% you'll have to collect all of the tickets, every single one. There are 24 of them. There will be in the menus. They will be in the hidden corners. So yeah, basically 100% just takes a little bit more time than any major skips, because if you run any percent major skips, you're just better off running the 24 tickets run, 100% run, because otherwise, I mean, it's less satisfying than running any percent major skips than the 100%. I ran 100% before. I got very horrible time, so I'm not gonna even get on the leaderboard. I mean, I will, but I will be like bottom place. So I'm probably... Wait a second. Which segment did I'm looking at my timer right now. I have OBS open in the second window. My sum of best segments is 34:44 now. So it's world record. So if I do all of the segments like perfectly, then I will get world record, technically. That's cool, I guess. It'll probably... Like, this is my 33rd attempt, like 2 last attempts I raised, so this is my 31st attempt. It will probably take me 100 or something like that more attempts to actually beat the world record. Because the time by Linus is actually insane. Like, I remember running this game like 2 or something years ago, and I saw like how Lord Debunkins got 35 minutes 2 seconds. I was like, whoa, that's actually such a good time. Like, holy shit, how he did that. And then I decided to try speedrunning again. I went back to this game, checked the leaderboards, and just 1 month ago, Linus beat the world record by... Let me count. 19 seconds. His world record is 34 minutes, 44 seconds, and 680... and more than 500 milliseconds. which is totally insane because I saw his run. There were a couple moments which was super close, like holy shit. And his final was weirdly very fast, like 5 seconds faster. Not sure what happened there. So yeah. But yes, I'm probably not gonna stop until I get VR in this game, world record, or until I get at least like 5 seconds away to the world record. It'll probably be like 100 more attempts, 200 more. I might start streaming on Twitch, by the way. And now, full blank white. Alright. 35 minutes, 31 seconds. Not my PB, not my personal best, but still quite good. It's like 4 seconds away from my personal best, as you can see, 3.7. Right, so here we end up on grass near a castle. We got a twinkle from the pony and credits. That's basically it. People in Avia server, thank you so much for watching. If you actually watched this all the way, like, thank you so much. For people who are not in Avia server and just found my video on accident, thank you for watching that too. I'll probably post more Pony Island speedruns. I'll probably start streaming. I need to work on my diction. I'll probably start streaming on Twitch, and it will be very fun. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and my name is Sinker, and I will see you next time. Bye all.